It is I, the original Icon, Jazz Vengeance. And I just am leaving from the movie theater in good old Boston, my hometown. Among the faithful. Here, and in the city that I love, Boston, Massachusetts. For those of you guys who remember the name, who remember the face, I can't quite remember, I am the Iconn, Jazz Vengeance. Don't be afraid. Be terrified. The family and I just went to see a film out in public. The masses of people. To watch a film about wrestling of all things. You know what? A couple things come to mind. One thing. It has been too far and too long since I've been with you guys and shared you guys my thoughts on wrestling. And yes, wrestling changes here and there. And wrestling has its fans. And everyone knows how many people don't like it. Let me tell you why I like it. Wrestling, if you think about it, is the one thing that's considered a pro sport in which it is perfectly acceptable to cheer for who you think should be cheered for rather than from where in which you live. That's right. Why? Why is it in other sports that are, quote, real sports? Why is it that it is you have to cheer for the place in which you come from or where you live? Because regardless whether I live here in Boston or I live in Dallas, Texas, or LA, California, no matter where an Iconn lives, the story never changes. And despite where you might live, you can still, no matter where you live, any of those states, one thing they have all in common. They are all part of this country, the USA. Well, what exactly does that mean? Well, it can mean a lot of things to a lot of people, but to me, it means it is my right as an American to cheer for whom I feel I can cheer for, to watch what I feel like watching, to support those who I feel like supporting. That is what pro wrestling teaches me. I remember sitting in the Boston Garden and hearing hundreds of people, thousands of people, chanting for the beloved Hulk Hogan. Where did Hulk Hogan live? It wasn't from Boston. Tampa, Florida, Venice Beach, California, nowhere near Massachusetts. That was acceptable. Back in the 90s, early 90s, they cheered for Bret Hart. Was he from Boston? Was he in Texas? Was he in Florida? No. He was from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And it was acceptable to cheer for him. I remember hearing stories from my mentor, the man who trained me, the late great Killer Kowalski, who hailed right from here in Boston. But yet when he was considering here at the Garden, he was booed out of the building when he'd face the legendary Bruno Sammartino. And where did Bruno hail from? Bruno hailed from Brooklyn, New York. Could you imagine in a world where Bostonians would cheer for someone from Brooklyn, New York? Well, there's only one place they would, and that is in the wrestling business. So, people can say what they want about whether it's staged or fixed or whatever. People can make fun of wrestling fans all they want. But you know what? We as wrestling fans can be proud to call and cheer whoever we want as fans. Why? Because it's our right, and it's what they allow us to do. So, bottom line is, the Super Bowl is this Sunday. Coming up. Matter of days. A few days away will be the Super Bowl. I won't watch the Super Bowl. You want to know why? I could care less. The Dallas Cowboys are not in the Super Bowl. Why would I want to watch? So, to all those jazzomaniacs in the F4L around the world, be proud of being in the wrestling world. Be part of being part of the wrestling community, as I am your savior, your voice, your icon. I'm Jazz Vengeance, and I'm from anywhere. I feel like you just got jazzed by vengeance. Don't be afraid. Be terrified.